And away they go. 16 monsters screaming into the first turn. There's a little bit of a shambles up there too with the Victorian. A little bit of a buffet up the front there too with Rush. And look at them fly. Coming down the main straightaway. Brett Lacey out in front. There's Mike Brooks, the United States driver, going from the inside of Barry Porter. There's a shuffle up at the back of the pack with Nipper Lacey in trouble, but he's got out of it all right. And coming down the main straightaway, Mike Brooks is in the lead. Look at the power and unbelievable speed that these machines are travelling at. Down the back straightaway, and it's Brett Lacey in front of the United States driver Mike Brooks, who's holding down second spot at the moment. There's a gap of about 25 or 30 metres then to Barry Porter, the Northern Territory driver, and then the United States driver JJ Hoddenchild is in that fourth spot, with Gary Rush coming through on the inside of Hoddenchild now as I speak. Down the main straightaway, Brett Lacey is the leader. In second place we've got Mike Brooks. In third place Barry Porter. In fourth place is Gary Rush. But it's Brett Lacey at the moment. Lacey out in front. Second place is Mike Brooks, right behind him at the moment. Then this tremendous crowd of cars led by Barry Porter. Then Gary Rush. Rich Vogler has moved through into fifth place. And then comes JJ Hoddenchild, who seems to be dropping back in the middle. Oh, here's trouble! Whoa, Brett Lacey skipped out of there. Almost got cleaned up. There's trouble over the back too with Bob Blackwell, but they're all clear. Down past the Newcastle Star Timer, and Mike Brooks is the leader. In second place we've got Porter. In third place we've got Gary Rush. In fourth place we've got Rich Vogler. Here's Gary Rush trying to power through on the inside. Now the race leader is Mike Brooks here in the black car. In second place at the moment we've got Gary Rush. In third place Rich Vogler. In fourth place JJ Hoddenchild, and in fifth place is Noel Bradford. Sixth is Barry Porter. Seventh is George Tatnall, and then in eighth place we've got the New Zealander Barry Butterworth. The leader, Mike Brooks, in the black car, heading down into turn number 3 and 4. Mike Brooks is the race leader. Second place at the moment, Gary Rush in the New South Wales number 2, and right behind him the American champion Rich Vogler is running in third spot at the moment. Followed then by Noel Bradford, the Western Australian, who's up into fourth, and JJ Hoddenchild is running fifth. Race leader Mike Brooks in the black car, going into turn 1 and 2 at the moment, and down past the Newcastle Star Timer. Brooks skips back on the inside there and laps Terry Becker at the moment. Gary Rush is in second place. Rich Vogler is in third spot at the moment, and Noel Bradford is running fourth. JJ Hoddenchild fifth. George Tatnall is sixth. Back to our race leader. 28 laps to go, and it's Mike Brooks coming down the main straightaway right now. There's our race leader, Mike Brooks. In second place at the moment, we've got Gary Rush here, the New South Wales number 2 car. Right behind him is Rich Vogler, the United States driver, running third. Noel Bradford from Western Australia is fourth. JJ Hoddenchild fifth. George Tatnall is sixth. And then comes Barry Butterworth in 7th place. Now the interest at the moment as to whether Rush and Vogler can start to make ground on Brooks. They're about a half a lap down at the moment. Brooks goes past us now. Rush flies up into turn number 3 about 180 metres behind. Rich Vogler's right behind him and putting the pressure on him. Then comes Noel Bradford, followed by JJ Hoddenchild and George Tatnall and Barry Butterworth. Brooks now snuck away a little bit there. Has opened up about 200 metres between he and Rush. Rush is trying all he possibly can to pick up Brooks, but Mike Brooks is absolutely flying in the black car. Oh! Rush did a big mono there. Gary Rush actually did a mono wheel, and it'll be okay while he's got it pedalling, and Mike Brooks is the leader. Mike Brooks in front at the moment. That'll leave Rich Vogler up in second place. Noel Bradford is running third. JJ Hoddenchild fourth. and then George Tatnall moving through on the inside of JJ now, and that puts George Tatnall up into 4th place. So it's Mike Brooks in the black car who's leading away, coming down the main straightaway here now and lapping Barry Butterworth. He's got one lap up on Butterworth, coming through on the inside. It was touch and go, but he got through all right. 2nd place at the moment is Rich Vogler, half a lap behind. 3rd place is Noel Bradford from Western Australia. 4th is George Tatnall. 5th is JJ Hoddenchild. And 6th is Barry Butterworth. There's only 4 cars on the same lap as Mike Brooks at the moment. Mike Brooks is the leader. Rich Vogler 2nd. Barry Butterworth, Noel Bradford is 3rd. George Tatnall is 4th. JJ Hoddenchild is 5th, and here's Mike Brooks moving up, about to lap JJ Hoddenchild now, I'd say, as they come out of turn 4. It's Mike Brooks, well clear of the pack. We then go right back in 2nd place to Rich Vogler, coming past us now. In 3rd place, Bradford, who's done a good job in 3rd spot. 4th place is Tatnall. 5th is JJ Hoddenchild, and here's Brooks moving up on the tail of JJ Hoddenchild now into that 5th placing, who's about to be lapped. Here's the race leader, Mike Brooks, coming down main straight away. Hoddenchild gets the hold the line flag. Mike Brooks can't get him at the moment. Mike Brooks in front, Rich Vogler in 2nd place, Noel Bradford doing a great job in 3rd, George Tatnall is running 4th, 5th is now JJ Hoddenchild and has been lapped. The 5th place driver Hoddenchild is lapped, with Mike Brooks moving up on them left, right and centre. Mike Brooks in the USA number 20 is the leader, from Rich Vogler in the USA number 10. And the Western Australian driver Noel Bradford is in 3rd place. There's a bit of a spin there for Bobby Tunks, but he gets that one all right. No stopping Brooks though, he's flying. No one's getting close to him. 2nd place is the great dice between Bradford and Vogler now. Here's Vogler, followed in by Bradford, who's right behind him. Now Barry Butterworth's had a blow, he's gone. Bad luck for Butterworth, he'll have to pull out. Mike Brooks in the black car, the race leader, coming by us now. Now we go back to the good dice at the moment between Rich Vogler and Noel Bradford, but Bradford's ticked him off, and Bradford has now gone up into 2nd place. Correction, I was looking at the Barry Butterworth car. Vogler's still 2nd, Bradford is 3rd, then comes Tatnall and Hoddenchild, who have been lapped now by Mike Brooks. 10 to go for Brooks. There he goes, scooting through on the inside. So it's Mike Brooks now about to move up on Vogler and Bradford, and if he gets by those two, he'll lap the whole field. Mike Brooks down the back straightaway. Now he's up onto Bradford's tail. This could be it. Rich Vogler and Noel Bradford could be lapped by Mike Brooks here. Mike Brooks is about to put one lap between he and the rest of the field. What a performance. Oh, nearly trouble there. Bradford did well. Vogler's got a flat. Vogler's got a flat. He's out. So everybody's been lapped. Tatnall is going up to 3rd and Hoddenchild in 4th. Now they're the top 4 at the moment. Mike Brooks in the lead. 2nd place to Bradford. They've all been lapped. Then comes Tatnall. Then comes Hoddenchild. So it's Mike Brooks, the clear leader, one lap in front of everybody else. Mike Brooks, Noel Bradford and George Tatnall. Brooks, Bradford and Tatnall, the top 3 at the moment. Mike Brooks coming into turn 3 and 4 right now.
Well, what a great exhibition by this United States star, and it's Brooks. There he goes. Here's Bradford passing us now in 57, and then Tatnall lying 3rd. JJ Hoddenchild immediately behind him. but there's the big black wing driven by Mike Brooks going right around the outside of them again. What a tremendous performance. It's almost breathtaking. It's staggering the way the man's driving. The West Australian farmer doing a good job too. He's sitting up there in second place is Bradford. Then Tatnall in the Winfield car. Behind him is JJ Hoddenchild. But there's Brooks, a clear leader. Brooks away from Bradford, followed by Tatnall and Hoddenchild. There's Hoddenchild getting to Tatnall. Hoddenchild will go around Tatnall. Yes, he does so. Hoddenchild's got him, but it's Brooks. Brooks away here now. Oh, and he's on fire. Brooks is on fire. And lucky for Brooks. And that leaves West Australia, Bradford to do the job, but Brooks is on fire. But here it is, it's all over, and Bradford the winner. Bradford first, Hoddenchild second, and Tatnall third. Bradford, Hoddenchild, and Tatnall. That's the way they went over the line. Bradford first, the West Australian farmer. Great drive. Hoddenchild second, and Tatnall in third place. What bad luck indeed for the United States star, Mike Brooks, with only half a lap to go. Suddenly sprouted flame and could not go on with it. But the way they went over the line, Bradford of Western Australia first, JJ Hoddenchild of the United States second, after being taken by George Tatnall at one stage of the race, and third place went to gorgeous George Tatnall in the Winfield car. But indeed a great drive by the West Australian, a long way to come, and what a great effort indeed.
Sorry, Rod, if that was my cue. Yes, I was ready there. I was just having an armful of trophy here and nobody... Oh, there. Thank you very much, Bob. The two magnificent trophies that I'm holding go to the highest point scorer over the 2 rounds, the round contested at Granville Speedway last night and the round contested here at the Newcastle International Motordrome tonight, and they are presented on behalf of Bill Meyer, who is of course the brainchild of the Speedway Star magazine. Now both trophies will go to the one driver, because one is to be kept by the driver, the other is to remain a perpetual trophy which will be given each 12 months. So the Speedway Star Cup and 2 magnificent trophies that I hold here are going to be presented to the overall point score winner from the 2 nights. Now I won't steal any of the thunder from the Speedway Star magazine. I'm going to call Mr. Stuart Telfer, a representative of the Speedway Star, one of the hard-working writers and reporters for the Speedway Star, to make the announcement of the trophy winner and of course the presentations on behalf of the Speedway Star. Welcome back to the Motordrome, Stuart, and you can fill us in on the details of the highest point scorer over the 2 nights of racing.
Okay, thanks a lot, Ross. Good evening, race fans. Nice to be up here at Newcastle. It's always good to come here and see you. Well, it was a great race down in Sydney last night, a lot of action to get the race going. And Gary Rush, the man that was looking pretty good to take home the hardware, won that race down there last night. And a guy called George Tatnall finished second. Tonight we see the guy come a long way from Western Australia, Noel Bradford, to win the race here, and George Tatnall runs second again. So George, with his 2 second placings, takes out the Speedway Star Cup. And let's put those hands together for George Tatnall. Congratulations, George. This is a beautiful trophy from our paper, Speedway Star and Bill Meyer. This trophy is going to stay around racing for quite some time. The trophy being put up by Speedway Star will go to the best and most popular division each season. This season, obviously, the sprint cars are the #1 choice. Do you agree with that? The #1 choice, the #1 division? All right. George, I think, is pretty happy to be standing here and taking the trophy. This one, George, is a perpetual one. We'll come back. And this one here is for you and the trophy cabinet. I think you'll agree they're magnificent trophies from Speedway Star. Where's little brother Joe? Somebody might like to come and grab that one. Little Joe. George, the racing over the 2 nights, how was it for you?
Last night the track was pretty bad, Stu, but Gary was really switched on last night and he deserved all the credit for winning last night. We were fortunate enough to finish second last night, and tonight Gary and especially Mike Brooks has had a lot of bad luck tonight, but that's racing and that's the way it goes, and that's what the fans come to see. That's the beauty of Speedway, because it's the unexpected things that happen, like the crashes and the racing and the engine blow-ups and everything else. But our car's been working pretty good tonight. We've been experimenting with some different tyres. Scott McNaughton's give us a McCreary to try tonight. Well, it came on all right in the middle stages, but we lost it towards the end. But Noel lost his tyre towards the end too, but that's the way it goes. But my crew have worked very hard all day and all day yesterday on the car, and the car's always there at the finish. It's only the old fella here that gets a bit tired sometimes and lets it down. But I'd like to thank Winfield, TA and Travelodge, and also Speedway staff for putting on these beautiful trophies, and we'll hope to be back here next year to take it home again. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, George. Ross, I'd like to give you the mic back again for you to do your job, but I think it'd be remiss of us all if we didn't put our hearts and sentiments into a guy that's travelled a long way to come race here at your track tonight, Mike Brooks from America. He really has had a wretched season over here with some races shot to pieces and then things like this to happen, a blown motor on the very last lap. I think we can all put our hands together for Mike Brooks over the back here. Ross, thanks very much for having us back up here again. We love coming up here, and thank you Newcastle, and thank you drivers, and especially all the drivers. Good luck to them all next week at the national title. Ross, thank you.
Ross, just getting over the top of you, a trophy coming down for you now.
Thank you very much, Rod, and you might just confirm those placings for me, please, Rod, as they came through from the for the 40-lapper, with, of course, the tragedy of Mike Brooks missing out on the last lap. As I heard them from you, Noel Bradford from Western Australia, JJ Hoddenchild from the United States, and George Tatnall from Sydney.
They're correct. They're 1, 2 and 3.
They're 1, 2 and 3. Righto, we're going to start with the number 1 trophy, the first place getter in the Winfield Sprint Car Nationals. It's a welcome back to the Newcastle International Motordrome, all the way from Western Australia, and even though he's probably well, had a little bit of the gloss rubbed off the victory with the withdrawal of Mike Brooks with motor problems, nonetheless I think a very popular victory, because we all remember last time he was here, we enjoyed his racing. Now he's back in the winner's circle. On behalf of Winfield and the Newcastle International Motordrome, Noel Bradford, a fine drive and congratulations on first place tonight.
Good, thanks a lot. Anyway, it's great to be over this side. I'd like to thank Winfields for putting on these 2 nights. Been great racing. A couple of times there I didn't think I'd even manage to get last place, but we seemed to get it together a little bit better in the last one, and a few of the other guys dropping out sort of got us through to the front. But anyway, I'd like to thank Winfields and also my pit crew that have done a great job working on the car today, getting it going, getting up here. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Noel, and we wish you the very best of luck in the Australian titles. In second place tonight, and a hard-fought finish along with George Tatnall, but it did go to the fellow who won the feature race here last time he was out. He has to be content with second place tonight, but second's better than none. The JJ Hoddenchild from the United States, second placing. Congratulations, JJ, on behalf of Winfield and the Newcastle International Motordrome. Was second place tonight, and I kind of got the feeling that things weren't just 100%.
Well, the car was working real good tonight, and we was just having a little bit of motor problem, but it ended up pretty good anyway.
Have you enjoyed your stay here in Australia for the very first time?
Oh yeah, I've had a real good time, and I hope to come back next year.
Well, we certainly would love to see you back here, because we've enjoyed the magnificent performances that you and your fellow United States drivers have put on for us. Shocking bad luck for Mike Brooks to have everybody a lap down and then blow up in the last lap.
Yeah, that was real bad luck. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you very much, JJ. And to the third place getter, and probably one of the most popular drivers I think we've ever had here, irrespective of what division he comes in. Third place, on behalf of Winfield and the Newcastle International Motordrome, congratulations, George Tatnall.
Thanks, Colin. Anyway, all you people out there, I hope you're smoking Winfield, because it's the best cigarette on the market. So And that TAA, that's the best airline to fly. And if you got your lady and want to go for a weekend, make sure you book into a Travelodge. That's the way to fly. Thank you.
George, before you leave us, you've got the Australian titles just a week or so away, and everything seems to be bedded in pretty well for your preparations for that title. How do you think you might go? Can you add yet another Australian #1 to your laurels?
That's what we've been working to all this season with the Sprintcar. As you know, it's our first year with the sprinters, and we're going to Brisbane very confident, and I think that we'll give it a hell of a shake. We'll be in the first 3, and I hope it's the top end of the 3.
We wish you the very best of luck, because we've always enjoyed your performances at the Motordrome, George, and we look forward to having you back here again. Down here on trackside, Rod, from Ross Allen, I hope to see everybody tomorrow. Well, I won't see you, but I hope you're watching me on the Sunday Sports Show at 11:40. Well, I look forward to your company again next Saturday night for the Australian Hot Rod Championships. Back to you in the tower.
From Rod Allen, good night. Please have a safe journey to your respective homes.